Welcome to Bethel Online Education Hub. Learn anytime, anywhere. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more. Let's learn together, the Bethel way.
Good day, everyone. Welcome to our discussions in understanding culture, society, and politics. Today, we will explore one of the most important social institutions that shapes individual and societies: education. Education is not just about learning facts inside a classroom. It is a lifelong process that helps us gain knowledge, skills, values, and attitudes. It molds our character, character, develops our abilities, and prepare us to participate meaningful in our communities. As a social institution, education plays a crucial role in transmitting culture, promoting socialization, and opening opportunities for both personal growth and social mobility. It reflects the values of society while also preparing future generations to improve and transform it. In this lesson, we will look deeper into how education influences not only individuals' lives, but also the structure, stability, and progress of society. We will also examine the different functions of education, its role in nation building, and the challenges it faces in the modern world. Now let's start. Education. Education, a powerful force that shapes individuals and transforms societies. Education is more than learning facts. It's about building skills, values, and opportunities for a better future. Whether it's formal education in schools or non-formal education through community programs and self-learning, both plays crucial role in preparing people to contribute productively and achieve personal growth and enjoy their basic human rights. Functions of education in society. Education, whether formal or non-formal, is one of the most powerful forces in shaping both individuals and communities they live in. Formal education refers to a structured, organized learning that takes place in institutions such as schools, college, and universities. It follows a set of curriculum, is facilitated by trained teachers, and lead to organized certifications of degrees. Example include primary, secondary, and tertiary education. Non-formal education occurs outside the formal school system, but is still systematic and intentional. It includes community learning programs, vocational and skill training, literacy campaigns, workshops, seminars, and even guided self-study. Non-formal education is often flexible, need-based, and aimed at specific group, such as out-of-school youth or adults seeking new skills. Education serves as the foundation for human development and driver of social progress. It, it molds individuals into knowledgeable, skilled, and responsible citizens who can contribute to the economy, participate in civic life, and adapt to changing societal needs. Through both formal and non-formal Means of education build knowledge and skills, preparing individuals for work, innovation, and problem solving. Shapes values and attitudes, fostering respect, empathy, discipline, and social responsibility. Promotes social mobility, enabling people to improve their living condition and break the cycle of poverty. Strengthens communities, encouraging cooperation, tolerance, and unity among diverse groups. In short, education is not just a personal achievement. It is a shared resources that benefits entire societies. It is both a right and responsibility, ensuring that people have the tools they need to live fulfilling lives and help build a better future for all. Other key functions of education. Let's begin with one of the education most visible role creating productive citizens. When people gain the knowledge, skills, and attitudes need to work, innovate, and participate in civic life, they help strengthen both the economy and society. Education equips individual with the knowledge, skills, and competencies and values necessary to become a active and responsible members of society. A productive citizen is not only someone who can earn a living, but also someone who contributes positively to their community and nations as a whole. A society's progress larger, largely depends on the quality of its people by providing education, whether through schools, formal, or training programs. Individuals are prepared to engage in work, innovation, and civic life, all of which strengthens the economy and the social system. Now let's talk about the impact on people's lives. Increase employability and income potential. Education open doors to a wider range of job opportunities. Higher education or specialized training often leads to a better salaries and stable employment. Skills such as literacy, numeracy, and technical abilities are in demand in nearly all industries. Next, improves problem solving and decision making. Educated individuals are better equipped to think critically and analyze situation and make informed choices. These skills are essential not just in a workplace, but also in everyday life, for managing finances to solving communities issues. Next, encourage civic responsibility. Educations foster awareness of laws, rights, and responsibilities. It motivates individuals to participate in a democratic processes, such as voting, community projects, and advocacy. An informed citizenry is less likely to be misled and more capable of holding leaders accountable. For example, a high school graduate who learns entrepreneurial skill through a community program can start a small business, provide jobs, pay taxes, and participate in a local development project, showing how education create productive citizens in both economic and civic aspect. But education isn't just about economic contribution. It's also about personal growth. This brings us to self-actualization, the process of discovering and fulfilling your fullest potential through learning, creativity, and purpose. Self actualization is the process of realizing and fulfilling one's fullest potential, becoming the best version of yourself. Education plays a key role in this by providing opportunities for individuals to discover their strength, develop their abilities, and pursue their passion. This concept is closely related to Maslow hierarchy of needs, where self-actualization is the highest stage of personal growth. The impact of self-actualizations in the people's lives. First, build confidence and self-worth. Through learning and achieving, individuals gain a sense of competence and believe their abilities. Success in academic or skill-based activities reinforce self-esteem and motivates further growth. Next, encourage creativity, innovation, and personal growth. Education expose learner to a new ideas, cultures, and perspectives, sparking curiosity and innovation. It encourage problem solving and creative expressions in arts, science, technology, and everyday life. Third, the most support mental well-being through pur- purposeful living. When people know their strength and pursue meaningful goals, they experience a deeper sense of satisfaction. Education promotes resilience and adaptability and optimism, key traits for mental health. For example, a student who discovers a love for environmental advocacy through school projects may go on to study environmental science, innovate sustainable solutions, and lead community campaigns, finding both personal fulfillment and contributing to society. Primary education as a human rights. Of course, one of these benefits are possible without access to basic learning. That's why primary education is recognized as a human rights worldwide because every child, regardless of background, deserves the foundation to succeed in life. Primary education is a basic level of learning that equips children with essential literacy, numeracy, and life skills. It is considered a fundamental human rights by international agreements such as Universal Declaration of Human Rights and the Sustainable Development Goals, which aims to ensure individual and equitable quality education for all. This right means that every child, regardless of gender, economic status, ethnicity, religion, disability, or geographic location, must have a free and compulsory access to primary education. Government, communities, and families all share the responsibility to make this possible. Impacts on people's lives breaks the cycle of poverty. Primary education gives children the dimensional skills they need for further learning, better job opportunities, and higher incomes later in life. Educated individuals are more capable of supporting their families, improving life living standards, and contributing to economic growth. Second, promotes equality and social inclusions, ensuring all that children, including girls, children with disabilities, and those in remote areas, receiving basic education closes the gap between different social groups. It fosters fairness, unity, and mutual respect within diverse societies. Third, reduce illiteracy and expand opportunities. Literacy and numeracy open the doors to secondary education, vocational training, and lifelong learning. Educated individuals are better informed, more and confident, and more empowered to participate in community and national development. For example, a child from a rural area who gains access to pre education learns to read, write, and do basic maths. These skills allows them to continue their studies, eventually qualify for a skilled job, and lift their family out of poverty, demonstrating how primary education change not only individuals' lives but the entire communities. Now let's talk about how the functions of education affect society. Now that we discuss its functions, let's take a step back and evaluate the bigger picture. How these roles impact not just individuals, but the economic strength, social harmony, and fairness of society as a whole. Education, whether formal or non-formal, has far-reaching effects beyond individual benefits. Its impact can be seen in overall progress, stability, and fairness of society. First, economic growth. A well educated population has the knowledge and skills and innovation needed to drive industries, develop technologies, and improve productivity. Education creates a skilled workforce capable of adapting to change in the job market. Countries with higher education levels often have the stronger economies, high GPD, and more stable employment rates. Next, social harmony. Education teach values such as respect, empathy, tolerance, and cooperation. It helps reduce prejudice and discrimination by fostering understanding between people of different backgrounds. Educated citizens are more likely to resolve conflicts peacefully and work together for community development. Empowerment. Education provides individuals with the ability to think critically, understand the rights, and make informed decisions about their lives. It boosts confidence to participate in leadership roles, business ventures, and civic activities. Empowered individuals can advocate for themselves and others, creating a more just participatory society. Next, breaking inequality. Access to quality education helps level the playing field between the rich and the poor, rural and urban communities, and different social groups. Education opens doors for marginalized individuals to improve their living conditions and contribute equally to society. It promotes inclusive growth where no one is left behind. When a nation invests in both formal and non-formal education, it doesn't just produce skilled workers. It also cultivates informed, responsible, and united citizens. This leads to a society that economically strong, socially stable, and equitable for all. Promoting primary education as human rights. Finally, knowing the values of education means we must also act to ensure it's available for everyone. Let's look at practical ways we can promote primary education as a human rights from government action to community and parental support. Ensuring that every child has access to free, quality primary education requires active participation from multiple sectors, government, communities, organizations, and families. Promoting this right is essential in achieving equality, reducing poverty, and empowering future generations. First, advocacy awareness. Organize information campaign to educate and communities about the importance of primary education for children's future and nation's development. Use social media, local radio, community meetings, and school events to spread awareness. Highlight real-life success stories of individuals who have broke the cycle of poverty through education. Next is the government actions. Create and enforce policies that make primary education free, compulsory, and accessible to all children. Invest in school infrastructures, teachers training, and educational resources to ensure quality learning. Provide scholarship, feeding programs, and transportation assistance for disadvantaged children. Next is the community support. Launch volunteer teaching programs and peer tutoring for children struggling with basic skills. Organize donations, drives for school supplies, uniforms, and books. Partners with NGOs, religious groups, and private organizations to build classrooms and learning centers in a remote areas. And last, the parental involvement. Encourage parents to enroll their children in schools and support their attendance and learning progress. Provide parenting workshops on the long term benefits of education, and how to assist their homework. Strengthen school parent communication through meetings, community gatherings, and home visits. A rural community could work with a local leaders and NGOs to build a small primary schools, run awareness campaigns to encourage enrollment, and provide volunteer teacher, ensuring that no child in the area is left without access to basic education. Education, whether formal or non-formal, is the backbone of personal and national development. It creates productive citizens who can contribute to the economy and society, support self-actualization, so individuals can reach their full potentials, and secure primary education as a human rights to break cycle of poverty and inequality. These functions drive economic growth, foster social harmony, and empowers people, and bridge societal gaps. But education's promise can only be realized when everyone works together: government, communities, and families to make learning accessible for all. Thank you for joining this Understanding Culture, Society, and Politics lessons on education. Remember, education isn't just a privilege, it's shared responsibilities and right for all. Let's keep the conversation going. Don't forget to like, comment, and share so more people can understand the vital role of education plays in building a better future for everyone. Goodbye.